Y'all can't comment now. Y'all can't comment now. Homegirl helped me out because she was like, you need to get off live to get on live to get off the comments. So this is how it is these days, right? This is how it is. Listen, check this shit out. I'm going to try to put on a background right now. Hold up. Quick. Listen, check this shit out. I just got, right? You know me. I'm on my bullshit, doing what I'm doing. God is here with us. This morning, I got up, on this grand, right? You know how we're always told that we need this vitamin, that vitamin, this and that vitamin, this and that vitamin, and we always get told we're deficient in this vitamin and we're deficient in that vitamin. And then next year we got a new vitamin that they tell us about that we lack of and where we could get it from another supplement. And then, it blows our minds because we're everywhere all the time. How about there is a vitamin, right? Called vitamin K, right? Vitamin K, also known as potassium. All right. Some of my gurus on here already knew that. Some people already know that vitamin K stands for potassium. How come they never tell you that we need natural vitamin K? Oh. We never get told that we need natural vitamin K. We never get told that we need natural vitamin K. All right. Did you know that there is something that you could called vitamin K2? You guys know about that? You guys know about that K2? You guys know about that K2? Where everybody was losing their fucking minds? Did you know that vitamin K2 is a real synthesis or what they want to put in for us to thinking are vitamins? This is when I'm up here always trying to tell y'all that there is no such thing as vitamins. All right? This is just all hocus pocus, pot shit made up things that they even put in our subscriptions and our books and thinking that we need when they don't even exist. They're actually made. And they're taken out from things of nature. All right? This is how they patent these vitamins. This is how they make these vitamins. And us thinking that we need these vitamins. They're vitamins. They're pot ashes, right? Pot ashes, right? If you are awake, right? If you're woke and you have seen the news about the K2, give me some likes if you know about K2. Have you heard about K2? Give me some likes if you heard about K2. Let me see my likes go up if you know about K2. K2 is what you see people out here, smoking on and getting all types of twisted, all types of fucked up. You guys know about that? Y'all heard about the news? This was about a little bit of whiles ago that this was talked about. K2 is another word. I'll show you. Let me show you. Potassium, right? Potassium is an essential mineral that is needed by all the tissues of the body, right? This is what they call potassium. But what it really is, if you want to put another word to it or another understanding of it, is called K1. All right? K plus. You guys know about that. K plus, right? This is why down here the symbol equals K. Do you know why that symbol equals K? The reasons why that symbol equals K is because it stands for kill. Don't believe me? Check this shit out. Let me change the background again. The things that are high in potassium, or K1, okay? K1 are your vitamin C's, as what they describe it, okay? Grapefruit, kiwi, oranges, cantaloupe. You'll see a lot of, fruits and vegetables, okay? K1, potassium, right? K1, which I like to use now the word K1, all right? Because potassium is a little spin-off of what they want you to believe that you need. In the ways of saying pot. They brew this shit up. That K, that killer, that K, that vitamin K is all brewed up in the pot. But that's not what the fuck you need. What you need, all right, is vitamin K. But that's the only word I could describe it to you, because this is how a lot of these people on here are going to understand. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Are you on with me? It's not potassium that you need, or what has been. What has always been is a lifestyle, is the way of life. It's either you're alive or you're dead. You're either alive, living your best life, or you're dead, not doing nothing. You're killed. Okay? You're unalived. And this whole TikTok bullshit, you can't use certain words, so now I need to use the word killed. All right. So you're killed. So your vitamin killed needs to be on point. Okay? Your vitamin K, okay, your kill needs to be on point. All right? All right. How you get your vitamin K on point? You eat these foods right here. Okay? You eat these foods right here. Have you ever heard of vitamin K2? Let me show you. This is another showing of what I'm talking about. Is potassium and vitamin K the same thing? This is what it says. Check it. The body needs the micronutrient vitamin K and potassium to continue working. What you mean? I thought potassium is vitamin K. You see, their whole algorithm and the way that they even write things down for us to see is always flip-flop. They don't know what they're talking about. Is it vitamin K or is it potassium? Which one? But let's keep it pushing. Although people sometimes confuse them with one another, the two are not the same. Potassium is a mineral and not a vitamin, and the two nutrients function differently in the human body. Have you ever heard of K2? This is my next topic. I'll show you. The foods most with vitamin K, all right, are leafy greens. All right, this is real life foods, right? Real life foods that grow from nature. All right, that's where your vitamin K's are. All right. Foods with vitamin K could affect warfarin. Now, this is all kinds of interesting, because warfarin has the word war in it, right? War, right? War, far in. War, far in you. Okay? Foods, they're saying that foods with vitamin K could affect, change, okay, the war far in. Okay? Now it gets deeper. Okay? The other foods that could affect the war far in are these types of foods: beef, animal products. And this is what I'm talking about. All right. The proof is right before your eyes. You know, if you're eating things, okay, that are affecting, okay, potassium, which they cook up, because you're over here cooking up your beef stew. You're over here cooking up that chicken noodle, right? You're over here cooking that shit up. You're actually bringing on the war inside of you far in. And this is on some real type shit, because let me go forward. You're already supposed to already be on a vitamin K1 type of way of eating. All right. Because that is what is natural. That is what is 100. Okay. A living, okay, is 100. Okay. Vitamin 1. All right. You hear as potassium all the time. But how about the other vitamins? Did you know that they don't market other vitamins, but other vitamins exist? Have you ever heard of, the vitamin B16, the one that could cure or take care of, the big C word, the CANCER word? You ever heard of those vitamins? They don't market those vitamins. They don't put those vitamins into knowing. They don't put those vitamins into others outside over here to understand or know about. But did you know that there's a vitamin called vitamin K2? Vitamin K2 is everything outside of vitamin K1. And vitamin K2, I'll tell you, let me go forward with this. Let me change the back. Vitamin K2, all right, brings on for one of the most unaliving bacteriums in the world, which is this one right here, E. coli. E. coli, if you guys have done your research, have known, E. coli is one of the worst bacteriums, okay, parasites, viruses, right, that brings on people's death. Vitamin K2, you don't hear about. You don't hear about this. They don't let you know about that, because this is something that, they don't, you just need to hear about the pot. You feel what I'm saying? You don't need to know about all these other vitamins that exist that you're not aware of. You just need to know about the pot, the potassium. Oh, I'm not getting enough potassium, or I need vitamin A, or I need this. You're not really, shown real life. What you need is K1. What is K1? Your real true killer self. Your real true killer cell. Because anything that's inside of you that's trying to destroy you, aka bacteriums, viruses, and these germs, these parasites, they're not gonna really work with your K1. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? K2 is a synthesized vitamin, or a made up vitamin, a pot vitamin. I'll show you. Just go ahead and look about this. There are 3 forms of vitamin K's. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that there's more vitamin K than just potassium. There's other vitamin K's, and you could check this out. You could check that stuff out. Vitamin K is a family of structurally similar fat-soluble vitamins found in foods that are marketed and that are dietary supplements. The human body requires vitamin K for post-synthesis modifications. Why are we bringing up modifications and things that are supposed to be just already natural? You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is because vitamin K and that whole level of vitamin K, vitamin kill, that vitamin kill has been manipulated. If it's not vitamin K from coming from yourself, from your own cell, vitamin K1, anything else after that is destroying you, being modified within you, changing the certain proteins. But it gets deeper. You want to know how? Check this out. K1s are tax forms that are used for business partnerships to report losses, dividends, partnership. That K1 vitamin, or what they want to try to tell you is potassium, because potassium is under the connotation of what it is K, right? This is all that was. It was just a way to capitalize on you, to get you to lose. Don't believe me? Let's go into it. The way that they got you to lose is by the times that they got you to start cooking up in that pot. You don't believe me? Believe it. If you look upon what is cooked in pots, or in the beginning of time, it was cooked in pots, was what? Brewer's yeast. Brewer's yeast. Do you know about yeast? Do you know about what is yeast? Yeast is fungus. Fungus is a natural happening. Fungus is a natural happening. And fungus, let me bring you some more information. Fungus has a whole category of what it is, whole category of the family, the relationship. There's a lot of fungus. There's a lot of fungus. But the fungus that I'm on and I'm talking about in this video particularly is this type of fungus right here. The fungus that they discovered, that they found out, doesn't have an entity. You don't believe me? Let me bring it forward to you. This fungus that I'm talking about, I've been reading on in the ways that you all could kind of understand. And if you look, it was one of the first funguses, or the first brewer's yeast, okay, that people back in the day had to be cooking to survive. And the reasons why these elites, or these Egyptians, these Chinese, these people that were in power back in the day, gave the peasants, gave the regular old small people yeast, is for them to always continue to be deformed. Don't believe me? Check it out. This type of yeast, or any type of yeast, brings on K1, K2, K28, K of all types. All right, of all types of genomes, of all types of fucking formulated killings, because they've made all types of vitamin K, or vitamin unalives, in all types of ways. They've been known this shit for a hot minute. If you look up K1, K2, K, all the way up to 28, the reasons why is because of the chromosomes in our genomes inside of us. Have you ever heard of the chromosomes, the levels of chromosomes? The 28 chromosomes within our DNA, those chromosomes have been manipulated and messed with for a hot minute. And they did it with what? Yeast. They did it with what? Fungus. That's why fungus is one of the most phenomenal, weirdest phenomenons that there is till this day. Did you know that yeast, just to get it on a dumber spectrum of the type of thinking, did you know that yeast gets brewed to make alcohol? Alcohol is a spirit that is made, that was brewed up in the pot to basically unalive you, to make things difficult for you. And they don't know this through all of this science shit. They don't know about the genes, the genomes, the chromosomes, the changing of this one. This has all been formulated and orchestrated with this type of fungus. I bet you didn't know about that. I bet you didn't know about that there was a K28. What the fuck does K stand for? Do your research. Fuck research. Do your search for answers. Use your critical thinking cap. The thing is that we can't really use our critical thinking cap because we already have a lot of fungus. We already have a lot of this stuff inside of us. It's hard. It's real hard. Real hard. It's real hard to put on your thinking cap and critically think. But this is where I'm starting with saying to you. Did you know that there is also different type of vitamins that they don't market and put in this medical industry? Thinking that you need a vitamin that you don't fucking even know the name of. But you are so quick to go to these places to get tested, which basically is your blood getting taken from you, because let's be real, that's what it is. Your blood be taken from you and them telling you, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, you don't have that. Making you think that you need them or that they could brew you up or put you on something, which is actually vitamin K. Man, this goes deep. Check this shit out. Check it for yourself. Check about K1, K2, all the other Ks. You know? I mean, I have a whole, check it. I'm going to put up more of this science stuff. Because you guys like science. You think that my science is a joke, but y'all like this type of science. But I'm just showing y'all with y'all science that what I'm talking about is 100. So you could start understanding real life. Look at this shit. All of these brackets of these funguses, of these brewer yeast, they got it from what? They got it from the grape. Look at this. And how did they do that? By this inoculation. They inoculated the grape. They inoculated the grape. And this is not for wine. This is not for fucking wine. This is not for your beer. Your, what is it? What is it called? Cause I don't drink. What is it? Your Bush Light and your Bud Light and they didn't do it for that, my love. They didn't go ahead and inoculate grapes for the fuck's sake of Bush Light. They did that. They made all of those strands because fungus doesn't have an identity. Fungus, it's still a phenomenon till this day. Fungus is not alive. It's not dead, but it has everything that is alive within it. But at the same time, it's like, what can you do with it? Well, what they did with it was change it in all the types of ways that they could, in the 28 ways, those K vitamins that I'm talking about, in order to get you different, in order to modify you, in order to keep you on being modified, genetically changed, genetically mutated. Let me go forward with this. This is the type of fungus. This is the type of fungus, the type of spore, the type of whatever word you want to use, candida, yeast, that was able to be manipulated in 28 ways. You don't believe me? Let me show you, baby, with your science. This is showing that 90% was understood. 90% on how those vitamin Ks or those fungal spores or that yeast or that bacterium, was understood. This is all of it right here. All of that right here. You can read it all yourself. Let me see. Let me get more of this. This is the application of wine. It's been back from 1,000 of years. Tartaric acid. What is tartaric acid? Have you ever heard about the book Tartaria? Read more about that. I got my conspiracy theorists, because he ain't saying nothing conspiracy. He's talking about facts. If you follow him, voila me. If you know him, you know him. He's on my page. Check him out. But what is tartaric acid? These are made up words in this time of space to try to acidify or break down those individuals from way back when. But that's a whole nother video. This goes back from Egypt, from the earlier times of early. You see what I'm saying? They don't try to brew things. They don't try to make people a type of way to keep them suppressed and to keep them continuously eating this. Okay? Because when you eat bread, right? When you eat these types of foods, right? That contain yeast, they're the poor food. You know, they're the poor people food. You eat that food, it's gonna keep you all right. It's gonna keep you functioning. But they have manipulated those spores. They have manipulated that yeast. I swear this has already been calculated, made up, done. All of it. You can read it all yourself. Look, this is another one. Look, talking about the niche and competitors. Another one. Look. This is a unicellular fungus possessing nuclear genomic DNA. Look how much DNA this fungus takes care on. Look how many DNA. This is one of the craziest stuff, bro. Look, you can read it yourself right here. Being able to change the DNA. This is the types of fungus that could neither be eukaryotic or prokaryotic. So that means they're easily able to manipulate it. Check it. Listen, you can read this all yourself. You think I'm tripping? You think I'm playing games up here? Look. This right here has been used since ancient times. And they took it from what? From grapes. Check it. From grapes. From the grapevine. Oh, wasn't TikTok the first oncoming of it called Vine? Wasn't TikTok early, back in the day, called Vine? Wasn't it? Wasn't TikTok called Vine back in the day? Oh, I wonder why. I wonder what type of genome they're trying to implement now in your brain on a metaphysical, pseudo-mental, spiritual level. Oh, all right. Let's go forward. Look. You could get it in a box. Let me go forward. They try to tell you that Brewer's yeast comes from B vitamins. They say Brewer's yeast comes from B vitamins. And you know what they say about Brewer's yeast, right? That in order for you to feel calm, you need B vitamins. That's how long they got you on this program, on that algorithm. And here you are going to get your B vitamin 12 shot. You know? Did you know that vegans, right? For those that are vegan, that have been raw whole foods, we get told that, our vitamin B12 is low, that we need more vitamin Bs in us because we don't get them. We don't get enough vitamin B. The reasons why vitamin B is important in their way is because it keeps you calm. That's how long we have been mutated. that we need this vitamin B12s and vitamin Bs in general, because it keeps us calm up to this point of time. This goes so deep, guys. This goes so deep. This goes so deep. I just opened up my comments again. This goes so deep. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to stop. I don't even know where to start or do what. Because if you look at where you could find natural vitamin B, you'll find it in brewer's yeast. Why the hell was it called brewer's? It could have been called anything else, but it had to be called brewer's. Are you guys following along with me? It had to be called brewer's yeast out of all of the things that could have been called something. Sweetie, it wasn't just made for beer. It was made to mutate, to change the genomes, to change the internal functioning of the bodies, of a body. And it's still being used for today, in doing so, like it was used in the beginning of times in Tartaria. If you don't know about Tartaria, get into that wormhole. But if you know, a lot of people don't know about Tartaria because all they know about is the Egyptian. That's the farthest back that usually, science wants to get into. But the Egyptians used to brew it. They used to make beer. They used to do all of that with barley, all of those wheats and grains, to basically continue on an algorithm, a system, their kingdom. I don't showed you it all. Did you not see it, baby? I don't showed you it all. Look, and they tell you to continue that. To continue your B vitamins, you need proteins. You need fish, poultry, meat, eggs, dairy, grains. That's how they tell you that you get your vitamin Bs. But the reasons why is because it's vitamin K2, which is vitamin kill. The natural, real talk, 100 vitamin that you need is K. Vitamin K, not potassium. Potassium is a branch of what they made. What they brewed up. And that's why they call it, I guess that's why they call it brewer's yeast, because it talks about the B vitamins. It's what they brewed up. You get what I'm coming from? Look, you can see it all right here. Look, I did the search for your answers for you. Look, right here. Look, right here. This is one of the funguses, a kingdom, all right? This is one of the kingdoms in our 3D plane that is able to be changed and manipulated 28 ways. This is the fungus right here. This fungus right here, the name right here. This is one of the funguses that could change 28 ways. Look at this. Read it yourself. Look. Nuclear genomic DNA. Look at this. Look. Foreign. Look. Bioinformatic analysis have revealed that a number of protein encoding genes are of foreign origin. They've been messing with kind of all types of crazy stuff on the ways on how to change. Look, right here, look. These genes, which entered as Cerevisiae's genome horizontally, are neither are either of prokaryotic or eukaryotic origin. You can read all this yourself. Look, all of this has already been understood, done. Look, in 1996. In 1996. You guys know about that 6. Y'all know about that 6 number, right? Y'all know about that 6 number, right? Why are there so many 6s everywhere? I don't talk to you guys about the numbers. 6, I talk to you about the number 8s. Look at this. Look at this. Read it yourself. Look at this. Known as selfish DNA. Known as selfish DNA. Look. Other extra chromosomal genetic elements harbored by various strains of this include single and double-stranded RNA molecules and retroviruses. Look, they've made all of this by themselves. Look. Some of these elements have a significant contribution to the killer phenotype. Right here, look. They've already brewed this shit up. And their vitamin K and their potassium. Put you in the pot. They put you in the pot a long time ago. Thinking that you need the pot to continue getting this done to you. You could read this all yourself. All you need to do, baby, all you need to do, sweetie. Oh, look at this. Remember how I told you about the number 8? Remember how I told you about the number 8? Look at this one right here. Look at this one. The two aren't the same. Vitamin K is not the same as potassium, but they still have the same symbol, right? Yeah. The most common foods with the most natural type of vitamin K is the good ones, the alive ones, the ones that come from the ground. Look, other foods that would affect that good food brings on the war far in. The war far in you. So make sure you know what you're eating.